operations. The resolution points to concerns about noise, environmental impact, and the burden it could place on infrastructure. The proposal calls for stopping the planning director from approving any permits or construction of those centers and would require the Planning Commission to do a land use study to make recommendations. If it passes, the moratorium would last 6 months or until Commission adopts new regulations. 8 out of 9 members of the Planning Commission have already given their approval to the proposal. Tonight's Commission meeting is set to start in just a few minutes at 6 o'clock. Loudon County is just one of the many communities across East Tennessee pushing for regulations on data centers. Commissioners in Blount County and leaders in the town of Von Nord, they too have proposed regulations. The city of Rocky Top passed a zoning ordinance on first reading to regulate where centers are built there. Anderson County Commissioners, they've approved a 2-year moratorium. And just last week, Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs signed a 1-year pause as well.
I want my data protected under U.S. laws and regulations. At the same time, it's important to me, and I believe to the people of Knox County, that any future development is guided by clear, thoughtful standards that protect our community and help us avoid the missteps that have occurred elsewhere.
In Knox County, the moratorium runs through next June and applies to medium-sized buildings. In Middle Tennessee, Nashville's mayor says the metro government is trying to take ownership of land near the Nashville Zoo. It's a spot currently marked for a proposed data center. His office is filing what's called condemnation legislation, which is when a government seizes private property for public use. In a statement today, a spokesperson from the mayor's office said, "We're filing this condemnation legislation because Metro has a legitimate need for this property," adding, "I have carefully followed the concerns from the community and the zoo and also remain deeply concerned about the proposed use." The move comes after weeks of people speaking out about the noise and environmental impact of the data center, particularly on some of the protected animals at the zoo. Neighbors, environmental groups, and country singer Brad Paisley joined some of the loudest voices.
We have to set a precedent, because if we can win this and if we can stop that from happening where we don't want it, it's a precedent that will help other communities.
More than 500,000 people have signed the zoo's petition against the data center since the beginning of the month. It's not clear right now when the mayor's condemnation legislation will be filed or just how quickly the Metro Council could take it up. Metro Council is set to hold a public hearing next week to discuss proposed zoning legislation and a possible moratorium of their own.